What's going on, everyone? So the Lakers take on the Houston Rockets today, and up until this point, they've been very shorthanded, right? I mean, even in the previous game against the Miami Heat, they only at one point had like 6 rotation guys, which is not good. But we got some great news. Rui Hachimura has returned. He was on concussion protocol. Again, how much of it was just safety precaution? It's early in the season. This is only going to be the 8th game of the season. If it was like the playoffs or something like that, more likely than not, he probably would have already been playing, but better safe than sorry. Last thing you want to do is bring him back too early, or, if you can squeeze out an extra couple days or something, why not do that? But the fact that the Lakers are getting Rui Hachimura back is huge, right? Because one, it's just another playable, able body that is one of the key rotation pieces. The other thing is just Rui's good, right? Rui's a guy that can go and give you some size, right? Which is something that has been an issue. Give you some rebounding, which he can rebound, which has also been an issue. Give you some scoring, which has always been an issue, right? Like everything that Rui can do for us is all stuff that we've really struggled with. Just some fresh air, nice breath of fresh air, right? Having a guy that can come in and immediately make an impact and play a role and just bring some energy, bring some intensity, right? Like that's great. Rui can do those things. And it looks like we're starting to get our pieces back, which is important. And it's something, like I've talked about here. Like, is it fair to judge the Lakers yet when, you don't have all of your pieces? You don't have all your players. You don't know what this team is going to look like. And I do think to an extent, right? Like the lack of energy, I think you could definitely judge the Lakers on. I mean, I'm furious about that. Right? Because there's no excuse for lack of effort. Even if you're shorthanded, even if like you're not going to win the game, right? Like at least you can bring the energy and the effort. And that's something the Lakers have failed to do. But beyond that, I think it's like, how do we know how this looks until everybody's getting together, everyone's clicking, starting to build that chemistry. It's hard to kind of get in the flow with things and build chemistry and round out your rotation and figure out all the ins and outs that you need to figure out when half of your roster is missing. Hopefully this is kind of the beginning, and it's like every game we get somebody new back, right? It'd be great if we could get Jared Vanderbilt back for the Phoenix Suns game on Friday, right? Like we're approaching that time in which he was supposed to be reevaluated. So it would be lovely if we could do that. And it's like, okay, well now we got Prince, now we got Vando, now we got Rui. But even if we can't get Vando back in time for that game, just the fact that like we got Prince back, got Rui back, hopefully Jackson Hayes, we'll see how that goes. He's still questionable at this time. And same thing with like AD and stuff, or at least at the time of recording this video. But if we could get those guys back, I do expect AD to play today, right? I mean, he said he's going to be good to go and he's going to play. So I'm going to take his word for it. I don't think that they're going to sit him, but, don't be surprised if that's the case, just because, again, it's early in the season. They're probably going to want to keep guys as healthy as possible. But regardless, Rui, I talked about this the other day, that I was really hoping that they would bring Rui back for this game, right, against the Houston Rockets, because this is a game that I think you can still win. The reason I say think is because, the Lakers have been really sort of lackluster, and my hope is that, like, they kind of get back into the swing of things. So, but, like, this is a game that I think Rui can kind of get his feet wet in, and if he has his struggles, the Lakers could still weather that enough to get the W if they play the way we know that they're capable of playing. Where, like, if you played Phoenix and Rui's just, like, kind of struggling and stuff, it could make things complicated. Because, he's missed the last, 2 weeks or whatever, week and a half. So it's going to very likely, take him a game or two to kind of just get back in the flow, get back in the rhythm, get his game legs underneath him. So hopefully this is a game in which he can do that without needing him to be, playoff Rui, right? Now, if he can just come in and be that immediately, and there is no kind of downtime, or feeling out period, then beautiful, right? If Rui could come in and give us 15 a night, beautiful, which he's more than capable of. I'd like to see a heavy dose of Rui Hachimura, but I also want to see the Lakers actually utilize him, you know? Like, the whole point of bringing him off the bench was so that way, you know, he could get more just looks, more opportunity, more offensive possessions, right? Because he could fill in and play when you don't have a LeBron or, you know, if you don't have AD in, right? So he's just another scoring threat that can come in and really go get buckets. But you got to utilize him, right? Let's not just make him a spot-up three-point shooter. Let's allow him to establish position, give it to him on the block. You know, let him take it and just go to work, blow by his defender, you know, pull up, operate, hit a mid-range, right? I mean, I'm not saying you have to run your entire offense through him in every possession, but I'd like to see the Lakers kind of call his number a little bit, especially with our struggles, right? And if we do start struggling, the beauty of Rui is he's extremely efficient, right? Especially shooting that mid-range. He's like 55%. Like, that's a good high-value shot. So, like, I would like to see more, like, if the Lakers kind of get into these offensive just droughts or these just, like, little stints where they just can't put the ball in the hoop, get Rui in there if he's not already. And if he is in there, call his number. Like, everybody's missing anyway. Why not just give it to Rui on the block and let's see if he can generate some offense here. What if he can rattle off, you know, 2 or 3 buckets in a row? Right? Like, I really would like to see them kind of utilize him a little better. But, I mean, just the fact that we got Rui back, Prince is back, you know, AD, again, should be playing this game. And then now it's like we're still questions about Jackson Hayes, but he's got a sprained ankle, so hopefully he'll be back in like a game or two. But, you know, if we can get Vando back for that Suns game and like each game kind of get somebody new back, right? So give me Jared Vanderbilt for that Suns game, and then give me Gabe Vincent for that like Blazers or Grizzlies game. That would be perfect. All right. Also, that Suns game is the first in-season tournament game. So Lakers gotta win that game, because especially if they want to do well in the in-season tournament. So it's not just our normal regular season game. It's that plus you got an actual play or in-season tournament game. And then you got more. You got the Blazers, the Grizzlies, like, so you gotta go start rattling off some wins. Plus, we need to win on the road, right? Go win a game on the road. Can the Houston Rockets be the first game that you win on the road? That would be nice, right? Like, they're a team that you're capable of beating. It's sad that they have essentially the same record as us. Lakers are 3-4, Rockets are 3-3. So, which shouldn't be happening. Lakers should be much better than they have been. But, hey, you know what? You can't change the past. You can only improve and do better in the future. You can't fix the losses. All you can do is just go and get the wins. You can't make those losses up, right? So go make up those wins. Start with the Rockets. Can we go on a several-game win streak here? We have a very favorable schedule coming up, right? You got the Rockets today. Then after the Rockets, you got that Suns game, which may be tough. But then it's the Blazers, the Grizzlies, the Kings, the Blazers, the Rockets, the Jazz, right? So that's like 5 out of 6 games that should be W's, right? And the Lakers are undefeated at home, and so the Sacramento Kings are coming to LA. So, I mean, can we rattle off, 5-6 games here and really like set the tone and like, okay, now we're 4 or 5 games over 500, and now we're starting to look like the team that we're supposed to be? That would be nice. Starting to get guys back right when we're starting to get into our stride. That would be beautiful, right? But I'm excited Rui's back. We needed him. We needed him badly, right? We need guys to show up and play. Need the energy, need the bodies, need the effort, right? Hopefully Rui is out there working hard, grabbing boards, which has been a big problem. Playing some good defense. doing the things that we know Rui Hachimura is capable of doing, knocking down the open shot, all of those things, right? And, Anthony Davis, we need him to pony up. Look, I know a lot of people were clowning him and talking and saying whatever they were saying about Anthony Davis. The fact that he even tried to play twice, right? Like tells you that this is a different AD. Like he's furious. Like he wants to play. He wants to win. He had a little spasm. Luckily, it was nothing serious, right? Sure, he worked it out, massaged it out, whatever, right? Got it done. Got it fixed. Let's get into this game. Let's go establish some dominance early against this Rockets team. And let's go start rattling off some wins here. Let's get back to 500. I'd love to beat Phoenix. They're going to be on the road in that Phoenix game, so it's a little tough. But if you could get your first road win, you see it all the time in sports, right? It kind of just takes that one. Once you get that one, it's like then the snowball effect kicks in, and it's like, okay, now you go from 1 to 2 to 3, and now all of a sudden you're a good road team. It's like until you get that first win, you're kind of in your own head. It's like, man, like we really got to win some games on the road, and get that win in Houston. It's like, okay, now, all right, we got that monkey off of our back, so to speak, right? Like now let's go win some more. And then you got the Suns, and then you got a 3-game homestand, and then you got the Blazers, and then you got another 3-game homestand. Lakers have a real opportunity here. We need to capitalize on it. Love that we got Prince back. Love that we got Rui back. Let's go capitalize. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel about Rui Hachimura back? Are you pumped? Are you excited? Is this something that brings you some joy? Do the Lakers get the win tonight against Houston? However you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Lets me know you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. You guys are awesome. See you in the next one. Thank you.